Russia, an immense expanse stretching across 2 continents and countless time zones, is a land of astonishing traditions, unparalleled extremes, and enigmatic wonders that defy belief. Imagine a town where the mercury plunges to a bone-chilling -96 degrees Fahrenheit, or a lake so profound it holds the crown as the deepest in the world. In this video, we'll take you on a journey to unveil the strange and incredible phenomena that make Russia truly one of a kind. Stay tuned. What's coming next will leave you in awe. Number 20. Oymyakon, the coldest town on Earth. Oymyakon, one of the coldest inhabited places on Earth, lies deep in Siberia, Russia. Temperatures can drop as low as -96.2 degrees Fahrenheit, with winters lasting 9 months. The nearly 500 residents are incredibly resilient, adapting to the harsh conditions by keeping cars running to prevent freezing and layering up with fur and warm clothing to prevent warming under. One of 2 reasons for its fame. The extreme climate fosters a close-knit community where neighbors rely on each other. The local Yakut people, who make up most of the population, survive on high-protein foods like reindeer and fish, often eaten raw or frozen, and use the frigid air to store food naturally. But what if I told you Russia also holds another record just as mind-blowing? Let's dive into something even deeper. Number 19. Lake Baikal, the deepest and oldest lake in the world. Lake Baikal, located in Siberia, is the deepest and one of the oldest lakes on Earth, formed over 25 million years ago. It holds a staggering 20% of the world's unfrozen freshwater and is home to more than 1,000 species, many found nowhere else. Among its unique inhabitants is the Baikal seal, the only freshwater seal species in existence. Surrounded by majestic forests and mountains, Baikal transforms from vibrant greenery in summer to a mesmerizing frozen wonderland in winter. If you plan a visit, ensure you have the proper permits, travel with a local guide, and adhere to all safety regulations. So, if you could plan a journey to Siberia today, would Lake Baikal top your travel bucket list? What other incredible destinations would you include? Share your thoughts below. And now, let's delve into a symbol of power at the very core of Russia's identity. Number 18. The Kremlin, Russia's enduring fortress and political heart. The Kremlin in Moscow stands as a powerful symbol of Russia's history, strength, and evolution. As the largest medieval fortress still in operation, it has witnessed empires rise and fall, revolutions erupt, and major political shifts. It was also pivotal during the rise of the Soviet Union and the era of the Cold War. Blending Russian and Renaissance architecture, the Kremlin features landmarks like the Cathedral of the Assumption and the Tsar Bell. The cathedral was the site of royal coronations, while the Tsar Bell embodies both Russia's ambition and its trials. Inside the armory chamber, treasures such as royal crowns and Fabergé eggs offer glimpses into Russia's opulent past. As a living museum, the Kremlin bridges the nation's past, present, and future, representing its resilience and grandeur. From royal ceremonies to historical treasures, the Kremlin holds tales of magnificence. But what if a lively celebration could light up Russia's icy winters with music and warmth? Stay tuned for the next fascinating tradition. Number 17. Maslannaya, Russia's vibrant Pancake Week festival. Pearl. Maslannaya is a lively Russian folk festival celebrated during the week leading up to Lent, marking the shift from winter to spring. This vibrant event is packed with music, dancing, and community gatherings. At its heart are the blini, thin pancakes that symbolize the sun's energy and warmth, often enjoyed with toppings like caviar, sour cream, honey, or jam. But Maslannaya is far more than just food. It's an energetic outdoor festival with traditional fairs, snowball fights, skiing, and live performances. Participants wear colorful traditional costumes, adding to the festive spirit. A central highlight is the burning of the Maslannaya effigy, a straw figure that represents winter, signifying the end of cold days and the arrival of spring. Activities such as horse-drawn sleigh rides, snowmobiling, and circular dances bring people of all ages together, celebrating the cycles of nature and life. Rooted in both pagan and Christian traditions, Maslannaya fosters reconciliation and strengthens community ties. Today, it remains one of Russia's most beloved cultural events, attracting visitors and uniting locals in a week of joyous celebration. The festival not only preserves ancient customs but also showcases the rich cultural identity and resilience of the Russian people. From the sunlit festivities of Maslannaya to the quiet, iconic treasures of Russia's most famous museum, what's next might be one of the quirkiest surprises about Russian culture. Before diving in, I have a quick 10-second request. If you're enjoying this journey, hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel. It's a small action that helps immensely, and I promise to keep making this show even better for you. Number 16. About 70 cats live in the Hermitage Museum. The Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg is famous not only for its magnificent art but also for its feline residents. For centuries, nearly 70 cats have called the museum's basements home, originally brought in to safeguard the priceless collections from rodents. Today, these cats are treasured members of the Hermitage community, lovingly cared for by staff and adored by visitors. These furry guardians have their own press secretary and even a special day dedicated to them, underscoring their cultural importance. Occasionally, they venture into the museum's galleries, delighting tourists who stumble upon these unexpected celebrities. Over time, they have inspired books, artworks, and social media accounts, earning their reputation as the most famous museum cats in the world. The tradition of keeping these cats blends practicality with affection, infusing the museum with unique charm. Some even say each cat embodies the spirit of a former museum employee, adding a mystical element to their presence. The Hermitage cats are a beloved part of St. Petersburg's cultural identity, representing the city's history, art, and deep affection for these graceful animals. These cherished cats may captivate millions, but what other hidden gems in Russia's legacy await discovery in the most surprising places? Up next, a vending machine that offers more than just snacks. Number 15. Kalashnikov vending machines. In Russia, vending machines offering military-themed merchandise provide a fascinating glimpse into the nation's historical and cultural pride. Located in airports and shopping centers, these machines sell miniature models, keychains, t-shirts, and decorative items, all celebrating Russia's enduring legacy. The iconic AK-47 rifle, created in 1947, stands as a symbol of Russian resilience and ingenuity. Some vending machines even include screens sharing stories about its inventor, Mikhail Kalashnikov, further connecting buyers to the history behind these items. These machines are popular among tourists and collectors, sparking a range of reactions. While some view them as a creative mix of history and commerce, others question the commercialization of such symbols. Tourists often snap humorous photos with the machines, adding to their quirky appeal and cultural intrigue. From military mementos to thrilling traditions, how does Russia embrace its harsh winters with daring resilience? The next segment might just challenge your perception of the cold. Number 14. Russian ice swimming. Ice swimming, often called walrus swimming, is a daring Russian tradition where participants dive into waters below 5 degrees Celsius. Praised for its potential health benefits, including better circulation and a stronger immune system, this activity draws enthusiasts together during the coldest months, often paired with a traditional banya for added rejuvenation. For Russian Orthodox Christians, ice swimming carries deep spiritual meaning, particularly during Epiphany. Participants immerse themselves 3 times to honor the Holy Trinity, often using carved holes in frozen lakes or rivers, which feature intricate and artistic designs. This tradition showcases the resilience and strength of the Russian spirit, turning brutal winters into opportunities for joy and togetherness. However, it's not without risks. Proper preparation, safety measures, and medical advice are essential before attempting. For many, ice swimming is more than a tradition. It's a connection to nature and an embrace of winter's harsh beauty. But what could be stranger than taking a plunge into icy waters? Up next, we'll explore something even more surprising: attacks on one of Russia's most iconic traditions. Number 13. Beard tax. In the early 18th century, Russian men who wanted to keep their beards had to pay a tax. That's right, during the reign of Peter the Great, a beard tax was introduced as part of his ambitious effort to modernize Russia. Inspired by his travels across Europe, Peter sought to make Russian appearances more European. At the time, beards symbolized traditional Russian culture and Orthodox faith, both of which Peter aimed to reform. The tax applied to all men, from wealthy nobles to humble farmers, with higher rates for the upper class. Those who paid received a token or medal as proof of compliance. Inspectors were tasked with ensuring men followed the rule, and anyone caught without proof faced fines. The Orthodox Church resisted fiercely, viewing beards as a sign of piety, but the tax became a defining feature of Peter's reforms, offering a unique glimpse into his transformative reign. Now that we've explored some of Russia's unusual laws, let's embark on a journey across nearly an entire continent, connecting the farthest corners of this vast country. Number 12. Trans-Siberian Railway, the world's longest railway adventure. Our next stop is the legendary Trans-Siberian Railway, a feat of engineering that spans Russia from Moscow to Vladivostok. Stretching over 9,000 kilometers and crossing 8 time zones, this iconic railway first opened in 1916, connecting Europe with East Asia. It's more than just a train ride, it's an unforgettable diversity. Passengers are treated to views of bustling cities, quaint villages, dense forests, endless steppes, and towering mountains, all revealing the vastness of this extraordinary country. The Trans-Siberian Railway is not just a transportation route, it's a lifeline and a symbol of exploration, inspiring writers, filmmakers, and adventurers from around the world. Boarding this historic train offers travelers a unique perspective on Russia's rich cultures and unparalleled landscapes. Speaking of long journeys, let's take a quick detour to one of the most dangerous places in Russia. What lies hidden in this lake will leave you speechless. Number 11. Lake Kichikan. Lake Karachayach, nestled in the southern Ural Mountains near Ozyorsk, Russia, is one of the most radioactive locations on the planet. Its contamination began during the Soviet era with the Mayak Production Consortium, a major nuclear facility. Starting in 1951, radioactive waste was dumped into the lake, transforming it into an environmental disaster. By the 1990s, the lake held an estimated 120 million curies of radioactivity, making it one of the most polluted sites in history. Efforts to contain the damage include filling parts of the lake with concrete to prevent the spread of radioactive materials. However, the area remains a serious hazard. Lake Karachay is a stark reminder of the environmental toll of unchecked nuclear activities and the importance of responsible waste management. While Russia is home to cultural treasures like its famous medieval fortress, Lake Karachay stands as a cautionary tale of industrial consequences. Now let's shift our focus to a city that symbolizes both Russia's industrial might and its more shadowy history. Number 10. Moscow Metro, the Underground Palaces. The Moscow Metro, inaugurated in 1935, is a breathtaking fusion of luxury and history. Built during the Soviet era, it was envisioned as a series of grand people's palaces, showcasing the country's power and pride. Iconic stations like Komsomolskaya featured towering columns, gilded mosaics, and vivid depictions of Second World War scenes. Combining beauty with practicality, the metro boasts chandeliers, sculptural reliefs, and polished granite floors, turning each station into an art experience. Known as the world's most beautiful metro, it celebrates Russia's strength and heritage. Travelers are often captivated by the ornate details of stations like Mayakovskaya, blending Art Deco with futuristic elements, or Ploshchad Revolutsy, where bronze sculptures of workers bring history to life. Want to discover more fascinating and unexpected wonders in Russia? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. There's so much more to uncover. Number 9. Great Russia. Russia, the largest country in the world, spans 2 continents, Europe and Asia, and covers an astonishing 17 million square kilometers. That's about 11% of Earth's total land area. To put its size in perspective, Russia is even larger than Pluto, which has an area of roughly 16.7 million square kilometers. Despite its vast land, Russia's population is surprisingly small compared to many countries. For instance, the United States, which is just over half the size of Russia, has twice its population. Russia's territory could have been even larger if it had retained Alaska. Once called Russian America, Alaska was sold to the United States in 1867 for $7.2 million. At the time, many Americans considered it a useless frozen wasteland, but the later discovery of oil proved its immense value. Thomas H. Riker wrote, Now that you have a sense of Russia's immense size, let's shift focus to a city so polluted it's notorious worldwide. Could you imagine living under such extreme conditions? Number 8. Norilsk, the most polluted city in the world. Let's turn our attention to Norilsk, a city in northern Siberia facing severe environmental challenges. Known as one of the most polluted cities on Earth, Norilsk pollution is primarily caused by extensive mining operations. The extraction and smelting of nickel, copper, and palladium release large quantities of sulfur dioxide and other toxic substances, severely degrading air quality and damaging the surrounding environment. This pollution contributes to widespread health issues, including respiratory illnesses, cancer, and other serious conditions among residents. Norilsk's remote location adds to its challenges. The city is accessible only by air or river, limiting transportation options and isolating its inhabitants. Travel to Norilsk is restricted, even for Russian citizens, requiring special permissions for entry. These conditions underscore the difficulties faced by the people of Norilsk and highlight the lasting impact of industrial pollution on both public health and the environment. Now, let's dive into a fascinating cultural difference that might just change the way you see everyday habits. Number 7. Russian women live 10 years longer than men. Alcohol consumption is a major public health concern in Russia, significantly impacting the country's gender balance. There are about 11 million more women than men in Russia, with the average life expectancy for women being 74 years, compared to 66 years for men. One key factor behind this 10-year gap is alcohol consumption. Russian men, on average, drink far more alcohol than women, consuming approximately 18 liters of wine per year, compared to 6 liters for women. Other factors, such as wars, traffic accidents, and heart disease, also contribute to this disparity. However, excessive alcohol use among men plays a central role. A study reported by The Guardian, which examined over 150,000 men, revealed that regular vodka drinkers faced a 35% higher risk of dying before the age of 55. Despite these sobering statistics, the significant gender imbalance continues to shape the social and cultural landscape of Russian society. Have you ever encountered something truly strange or unexpected during your travels? Share your story in the comments. Let's see if it can rival what we've just uncovered in Russia. Number 6. Gnik Culture. Gnik culture, a distinctive Russian subculture, is recognized for its squatting stance, Adidas tracksuits, and a mix of Soviet-era and modern street influences. Emerging in the 1970s and 1980s, it reflected the working-class spirit of tight-knit communities shaped by shared living spaces and scarce resources. The hallmark Gopnik style, tracksuits, flat caps, and sunflower seeds, symbolized resilience and solidarity in challenging times. The iconic squatting posture, often called the Slav squat, served both practical and cultural purposes, offering a way to rest without sitting on the cold ground. Following the Soviet Union's collapse in the 1990s, Gopnik culture evolved, becoming an identity for some marginalized youth. Today, it blends traditional elements with global trends, gaining popularity through memes and merchandise. While some Russians embrace this culture as part of their heritage, others view it as a reflection of socioeconomic struggles. Gopnik culture endures as both a historical emblem and a modern pop culture trend. From Gopniks to worldwide phenomena, let's shift focus to something universally loved, especially for those who enjoy the thrill of a challenging puzzle. Number 5. Tetris, a classic Russian video game. Did you know that the beloved game Tetris was created in Russia? This classic electronic game, enjoyed by generations, has its origins in the Soviet Union. The story began in the year 1984, during a time when Russia was still part of the Soviet Union. Alexei Pajitnov, an engineer and computer scientist at the Moscow Academy of Sciences, invented Tetris to test the limits of Soviet computers. He named the game Tetris by combining the Greek word tetra, meaning four, with tennis, his favorite sport. The word tetra was chosen because every game piece is made of 4 blocks. Number 4. New Year is celebrated twice in Russia. Did you know that Russia celebrates New Year's twice? Russians welcome the New Year on January 1st, following the Gregorian calendar, and celebrate again on January 14th, with the Julian calendar, in a charming tradition known as Old New Year. This custom began in the 18th century when Peter the Great reformed Russia's calendar system, adopting the Western Gregorian calendar. However, many cultural and religious traditions continued to follow the Julian calendar. Old New Year is a more laid-back occasion compared to January 1st. It's a time for families to gather, enjoy festive meals, and occasionally exchange gifts. For many Russians, it's a delightful way to extend the holiday season and celebrate once more. Twice the celebration means twice the joy, but Russia is also famous for its towering landscapes that will leave you in awe. Let's head to the heights next. Number 3. Sky Bridge. From the ground to the skies, let's explore the Sky Bridge, one of the most thrilling footbridges in the world. Located in Sochi, southern Russia, this incredible walkway stretches over 1,400 feet across the deep Okstir Gorge and rises nearly 700 feet above the ground. The Sky Bridge offers stunning views of the Caucasus Mountains and the Black Sea, creating an unforgettable experience for visitors. Built with steel and glass, the bridge gives you a clear view of the vast landscape below, adding to the sense of adventure. For those craving even more excitement, there's a zip line running alongside the bridge, offering a heart-pounding descent and a fresh perspective on the breathtaking scenery. The Sky Bridge is a must-visit spot for thrill-seekers and nature lovers. From this elevated perch, you can marvel at Russia's immense beauty, a nation bridging 2 continents and blending the cultures of Europe and Asia. Speaking of heights, let's dive into a uniquely Russian experience that feels like a rite of passage. If you're ready for an adventure, the next segment is for you. Number 2. Banya, the traditional Russian sauna experience. As people stayed up, one of Russia's most cherished traditions is the banya, a sauna that offers much more than just cleansing. It's a retreat for physical and spiritual renewal. Imagine stepping into a scorching hot room, followed by a plunge into icy water or a roll in fresh snow. This dramatic hot-cold contrast is believed to boost health, improve circulation, and detoxify the body. Rooted in folklore, the banya is famed for its healing powers. But the banya isn't just about health. It's also a social haven where friends and family gather to bond, enjoy meals, and relax in a warm, inviting atmosphere. This communal experience strengthens connections and fosters a deep sense of togetherness. Unique rituals add to the banya's charm. Felt hats protect the head from heat, while biniks, bundles of birch or oak leaves, are used for invigorating massages that stimulate the skin and muscles. After the intense sessions, there's time for rest and reflection, often leading to philosophical conversations and heartfelt confessions. In the banya, life's worries seem to melt away, replaced by a profound sense of renewal. Celebrated in literature and cinema, banyas are seen as sanctuaries from life's hardships and a testament to Russia's love of nature, health, and community. From this traditional Russian spa to a national obsession, let's close today's journey with something truly iconic. Can you guess what Russians drink more than vodka? Number 1. Prefer tea. Here's a surprising fact. The most consumed drink in Russia isn't vodka, it's tea. Russia ranks 5th in the world for per capita tea consumption. This beloved beverage first arrived in the 17th century, but back then it was 10 times more expensive than in Europe and took a year to travel from Moscow to Berlin. Today, tea is a daily ritual. If you visit a Russian home, expect to be welcomed with a cup of tea, often served alongside cookies, honey, or jam, a truly delightful treat. While the British are famous for their love of tea, Russians aren't far behind, with each person enjoying 5 to 10 cups a day. Black tea with sugar is a favorite, though green tea and unsweetened black tea are becoming increasingly popular. In Russia's harsh winters, nothing beats a steaming cup of tea to keep the cold at bay. Tea over vodka? Absolutely. If you found this journey into Russia's quirks fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible insights into this remarkable country. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love this content. Comment below about the next country you want to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Thanks for joining us. Leave a comment, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos. See you in the next video.